Welcome to Bravisa Temple Tree stock review videos. In this video, we will talk about the banking sector as it is gaining traction of late post the June quarterly results from the banking stocks. Does it have strength to go up? If yes, what are the stocks that can give us a big run or big profits from the sector, and how long can this run last? Let's look at the banking index first to see if it has strength and potential. From there, go to find a stock which either mimics the index or superior than the index on its patterns. While the advantage here is when you take a stock that is mimicking the index, you are going to make the exact kind of returns the index is going to give. In case you have a stronger stock that is going to give us even bigger returns than the index. Let's go to the index. Before going to the bank index, let's look at how the index has performed against the broader market, that is the NSE 500 index. NSE 500 comprises of an even larger set of stocks. So generally finance should do well against the economy. The topmost performing sector should be finance, because finance supports all the other sectors, whereas between sectors there is no relationship. Like healthcare need not have a relationship with technology, whereas finance is required to run healthcare as well as technology along with other sectors also. So and globally all the portfolios will have between 30 to 40% exposure to financials. Keeping all this in mind, financials should do well, and that's what we are seeing here. The blue lines is banking index, orange is NSE 500 index. It has been consistently outperforming. While seeing this picture, we are also getting an idea that okay, instead of putting money into multi-cap or NSE 500 index, we can just buy Bank Nifty, which is going to give us fantastic returns. Yes, it is obvious in banking we can have higher exposure, and that will help us have a little larger alpha than what index creates. While it does outperform, sometimes it also underperforms the index. One instance we can see in this 10-year history which I have collected here. It is in 2013 it underperformed. That was because of the interest rate challenges the country went through during the Subbarao period in RBI before Raghuram Rajan took over. After that, there was no weakness at all. It consistently outperformed and had been doing extremely well. Apart from recent times where NSE 500 is going up, Bank Nifty is kind of showing tiredness at the top. Let's go to the Bank Nifty chart. This is the Bank Nifty chart on the monthly. I've taken a little longer period so that we'll get a little understanding prior COVID how it was and post COVID how the index has been doing. So 2015, 16, 17 bull run, most of us know. So as the bull run was getting to the peak in 2017, it started retracing weakness, and further to that by 2018 mid, before the debt crisis happened in our country where all the corporates were defaulting on their debt repayments, that's where Bank Nifty index went into a beautiful bearish divergence. MACD lines are showing lower highs while index was giving a higher peak, but after that index did not drop. This is what happens with bull market to bear market transition. It takes multiple confirmations. It keeps thrusting higher and higher before giving up. So that's what happened here. In 2018 it retraced weakness, then had a small correction, consolidation, then it gives a new high. When every time the index tries to give a new high, there is weakness in the indicators. We can see consistently indicators were giving lower highs while price was going up. This itself was a clear indication that the whole market is going to take a beating sometime in the future. So all of us will be saying that COVID created the panic in the market. No, it is not that. Markets were already ripe for a fall. COVID was just a coincidence. It just joined the party. So from bull to bear, if it takes time, bear to bull is pretty fast. Recoveries will be super fast. That's what happened. So fortunately we are able to see both bull to bear transition and bear to bull transition in this. From bearish to bullish, it just happened within 3-4 months time. After that, market went into a big upside. In this upside run, what we are seeing here in Bank Nifty, if we see the NSE 500 index, that would have had a different picture altogether. This is NSE 500 you can see the steepness at which the prices are moving in NSE 500, whereas when we come to Bank Nifty, it did not have such kind of upside. The highest peak achieved on the Bank Nifty was post the 2021 budget. Budget was an artificial event that pushed the markets up. After that, Bank Nifty is struggling to breach its highs. After February high, it's about 6 months now, the index is struggling, and as it is coming higher and higher, we can see weaknesses getting built up. These blue bars indicate that bulls are not so very interested to buy this indicator or index or sector or stock, whatever it is. I am talking about the pattern in the chart. When there is a blue bar, it shows indicator is not supporting the price move. When that happens, there is weakness setting in. So on monthly, we can see in the August month, we have just 1 week in August, while as it is going up, we can see that indicators are not supporting the market. Let's go to weekly to see how it is. Weekly here, previous high on Bank Nifty was 36,108. This week we had high at 35,809. It's just shade below the previous high. So obviously what is expected here is this indicator index can go up some more, and after that it can probably get into a consolidation or have a small drop. So when it is likely, if we go to a even lower period daily, if we see this current week rally has created some strength with volume, index is going up, and also it has beaten the previous histogram levels. Soon, if it continues the same way, it can even breach the MACD levels, which means maybe another 10 to 15 days Bank Nifty can keep its upside. With this, we will go to the stocks in the index to see which are the stocks that are mimicking the index, which are those which are showing outperformance potential, and those which are having weakness in them. Once we do all those study, we'll get to know what is the expectation we should have on the banking sector. Banking index stocks. Index has about 12 stocks in its list. We have taken some of the prominent ones here. About 3-4 like PNB, RBL, AU Bank have got left out in putting the logos here. Let's go to the charts of each stock and compare them with the index, how they look on the patterns. On side by side, I have kept the banking index so that we can, by visualization, we can see what is the kind of performance the bank is giving against the index. First one, of course, in our country, HDFC leads in the whole banking sector on performance. So this is a HDFC chart for weekly. We can see the stock is already gone into non-trend. When these green lines are not there on top, it is a non-trending chart, whereas banking index is still in trend. While both of them are almost similar in price patterns, only that recently HDFC Bank is giving up on its price. Next we look at Axis Bank. Again similar pattern, while post April Axis Bank movement was slightly different from what the index. Marginal difference, not great. Now as the index is going up, Axis Bank has not been supporting. Chances are maybe the results is not so very exuberant with the investing public in the market. Next, one more prominent name, Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank is well received in the market, while stock performance will not be great for that company because many a times it will be in non-trend. That's what we can see here. In April, from April onwards, Kotak Bank is in non-trend, whereas the banking index is still continuing in trend. When the stocks or market is in trend, price moves will be far-fetched, so that gives us more opportunity to make returns. Whereas when it goes into a sideways range, it becomes tight, and there making money is super challenging. Next stock, ICICI Bank. There was a reason why I put ICICI Bank later, because the pattern of ICICI Bank is entirely different. This stock has been doing very good. Reason is fundamentally company has been doing great, and that's what is reflecting in the price. If we see the banking index after the February high, it is still not able to reach the highs, whereas ICICI Bank has already crossed the high and it's also going stronger at the top. Next one is SBI, which most of us see as a favorite bank in our country. Again a different pattern, while here the strength came during May because of some expectations, and after that it pitted out. Now after result numbers were very good. That's what it showed up in the beginning as it came. Afterward, details when it came up, looks like it was not enthusiastic to the investors, and prices dropped. As of now, SBI has is getting developed into a weakest pattern, because banking index is still not had a bearish divergence. Prices not still come up to the previous peak, whereas SBI is already completed and started going down. So we need to be cautious with SBI. It doesn't mean that it will collapse down. It will hold a sideways range. It needs some more stronger breakout for the stock to move up. Looks like it might take a couple of months. Next stock, IDFC First Bank. The reason again I am bringing IDFC First Bank, not other banks, was a couple of months back we had done a video on IDFC First Bank, where that time itself numbers were not so great for the bank. It was only going up on expectations, while we had a lot of comments on the channel stating that IDFC is the next HDFC in our country. How would that be possible? So here on the charts it shows clearly IDFC is the weakest among whatever charts we saw now. We will also see on the rankings how IDFC is, and same rankings how it is for ICICI Bank. Only way IDFC can become HDFC is I should be replaced with H. ABCD order, if you see ABCD, EF, G, H, I. Maybe that is why people thought after H I will replace. That will never happen in the market. HDFC supremacy in the banking industry is pretty high. Table of ranking for all the stocks in the index. We have 12 stocks. All the 12 is listed here, and I have also color coded both the ranks. ERS is earnings relative strength ranking. PRS is price relative strength ranking. Here we can see IDFC First Bank is having the lowest rank, 5% among all the stocks that is there in the market. We track about 700 plus stocks regularly on the profit growth ranking and price relative strength ranking. IDFC is at 5, and on the price rank PNB is at 16.2, which is the lowest. So here we can see PNB is having almost highest earnings rank at 89.9. Still price is not supporting. So this is where using both ranking is very helpful when we invest into stocks. If a stock is having both its rank at the top, generally those are the stocks which become multi-baggers in the market. Here we can see ICICI Bank, though ranking requirement for qualification for the stock to get into a buy is above 80. ICICI Bank went above 80 some time back, and then it is dropped down. That we will see when we with the chart of both ERS and PRS ranking. Here with the numbers, current ranking for ICICI Bank on earnings rank is 74, price rank is 61.4. If you see the color codes here, only ICICI Bank matches closely. Rest of the other stocks have a stark deviation between both their rankings. So that is the reason ICICI Bank is doing great in the market, and the reason why IDFC Bank is struggling is also because of this poor ranking status the stock has. Here is a chart of IDFC First Bank ranking in the last 10 to 12 months time. We can see here in end of 2020 it was close to 0 on the ranking. That is, it was one among the poorest profit growth companies at that time. Towards the end of 2020 it shows up good. Suddenly very good result has been announced and the ranking goes up. Subsequently it starts declining and now again goes to 5. Even the price also, when stock price started moving up, price rank went up. Now it is slowly declining and the price rank is also coming down. Same if we see ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank was at 78 on earnings rank in October 2020. After that, September results came and ranking went above 80. It even was 92. That time the stock qualified. Here where I am pointing the cursor, when ERS went to 92, PRS was 47 only. But at the time price was 442. Today we have come far away from the price what it was at the time. Almost 100% jump. This happened because companies' ranking went up. Subsequently, other results which were there coming out in the market were good, and that took the ranking of ICICI Bank down. Currently it is at 73. ERS is 73, PRS is 61. Stock price is at 697. Fantastic run ICICI Bank has given. If the result is going to be even slightly better than what it had previous years, the ranking will continue to maintain, and probably there is more space left for ICICI Bank to cover than any other banks in the banking sector as of today. As results come up, news flows can pop up the stocks also, while that are events which are going to happen later, and based on that, price patterns will be there. Currently, ICICI Bank seems to be the best among the banking pack, which again, being one of the biggest banks in our country, will obviously take the index also on the higher sides. There is news doing rounds that as the market is started going up now, banking sector which is lying low is likely to take the markets up from here. If that has to happen, the stocks in the banking sector should have such significant upside with very good volume to support the overall market to go up. With the current patterns the stock charts have, as well as the profit growth the companies or banks have, it doesn't look like that can support to that extent where the market is expecting. While this is current information, it can change too. Already there is stress visible in the loan books of banks. Home loans and MSME loans of many big banks are having some stress already, which should play up in the banking balance sheets for some time to come. With the economy coming back to normalcy post vaccination, it looks like there will be a good bounce back, and that's what the market is also expecting and front-ending the gains in the stocks. Looks like banking sector will have a big run, and among them ICICI Bank should be doing extremely well in the coming months with the current numbers in mind. As things change, probably as results keep coming good, other banks too also will follow and maybe meet the expectations of the market on banking, helping the Nifty or the overall market to go up. Investing into top ranking stocks helps us make far greater returns on our investments. To know the ranking for all the stocks in the market, you can join our discussion group and subscribe to the Stock Rank Report. To join the discussion group, send a WhatsApp request to the contact given here or in the description. Thank you.